We're at the former home of Liver Treats Factory, which we found 4 years ago now. Two really wonderful 30,000 square foot warehouse spaces with plenty of offices, which in my experience turns into a terrific film studio, which is what we've made it into. It's become one of the best places I've ever shot, and it's been the home for Halt and Catch Fire for the last 4 years. But we had the opportunity to take a blank canvas and custom adapt it to exactly what we needed for this particular show, but also with the idea of bringing other shows here for AMC, particularly because it was AMC who leased this property and helped with resources and support to turn this into the ideal film studio for a television show.
Guys, I need to stop hammering.
Atlanta is filled with a kind of wide palette of architecture. So we found craftsman houses and Victorian homes and little town squares and areas that look like they could be around the Silicon Valley. And the fact that Atlanta's weather is, for the most part, relatively mild, even in the winters. It's a wonderful substitute for shooting in Southern California.
I've been telling you for years that you are a builder. You need to build.
Filmmaking in general is always a team sport. You count on every single individual to be a part of it. And in Atlanta, we've put together an all-star team. This is a crew that loves doing what they do. And it's made up of a very interesting cross-section of people who are new to the business, who live locally, who in the course of the last few years have learned their crafts. We've also, over the course of the last 4 years that I've been here, noticed that a lot of people have moved to Atlanta from other production centers in the United States, in part because there's so much work. The Georgia tax credit is very important because it was the trigger for the growth of the film industry here. It's seen the unemployment rate drop considerably because of the jobs, and that will continue to drop because we will continue to employ more and more and more people because more productions are coming here. It has brought a tremendous amount of money into the state because the more productions there are, the more money is spent in Georgia.
What can we apply the algorithm to that's dynamic?
Given the choice to go wherever I want to go, I always seem to come back here. And the reason I come back here is because I am certain that if I bring a production to Georgia, it's going to turn out to be successful and a fun experience and probably better than it would be anywhere else.